think about what would I like to hear coming from Marley Marl. I tried to be a Marley Marl fan when I made that. Now, what would I want to hear from Marley Marl? And that's why I did the intro like that, the activation, and I'm a Marley Marl fan too,
Word. I'm gonna take it back a little bit, man. I want to know. I got a couple of questions. First off, there's always been a question like, who did Eric B for president? Was it Eric B or was it Marley Marl?
Well, Marley Marl.
That nigga Marley Marl did.
Nah, but on the real, Eric B used to live with me at that time. He was like one of my roommates, and he came in and told me he had an MC, which was Rakim. Matter of fact, it wasn't even Rakim. I'm gonna drop a jewel on you. It was Freddie Fox. It was supposed to be Eric B and Freddie Fox. But Freddie Fox never showed up. So he said, I'm gonna get this other kid from Wine Dance. So he brought Rakim, the guard. So that's how that happened.
I have a question.
Oh yeah, and I did make the record. I made the beat and played the bass line and everything after we made my melody.
I got a tape. I got a tape of a show of you and Mr. Magic, and you play that beat though. You played my melody beat.
Instrumental, right?
Yeah, with Grandmaster Flash was on the show.
Alright.
And you start playing that. Oh man, that's ridiculous.
And that was a little before the record even dropped.
It's not even the same beat. Yeah, you changed it up a little.
Right.
History right there, baby.
Dropping some jewels for everybody.
All right.
How was it now? You were one of the first DJs, hip hop DJs, to make, get on a big time station in a big time city like BLS in New York. How was it to be a DJ coming from the streets on the radio and having to deal with, I'm pretty sure there was politics back then as there is now.
In control.
You know it. I look at it like this. We went to hip hop, and the powers that be, they don't want to give it up 100%. So it's always going to be a little friction with management when you're doing your thing.
Right.
So it's just, it just comes with the territory. I'm sure y'all have your own. Edition of managerial beat.
Every day.
No doubt.
Because you're doing what you want to do, and what you do makes the listeners happy.
Yeah.
So sometimes we could be a little ahead of management. With the things that we do.
Right.
Like what you do, what I do. On the radio station. It's like sometimes you're a little ahead of the game with creative wise and what they think was going to work or not. They thinking sales.
Right.
You're thinking a happy radio listener.
Right. I'm trying to please my listener right now.
There you go.
Now, what was the first time after you got on radio? What was the first time that you realized you were on the radio just out of nowhere when someone came up to you and said this or something? What was one of the first times when you realized you were playing on New York radio and you had one of the hottest shows in New York?
It eventually crept up on me slowly. It was like I do this for the love, basically. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the females. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it. I do this for the love of hip hop. So it took me a while to recognize that, it's something big happening. You making these records, cats is liking it, and to be honest, it's not like when I was making records, like when I made Eric B's President or The Bridge or any of the Bismarck or Kane things. It's not like I was trying to do it for the fame. I just did it for the love. So it's kind of like that. When I was living through those times, it's like I almost wasn't living through them times. I was just making music, and the people was accepting it like that.
Okay.
That's basically what it all was.
Okay, now I want to go back to the Juice Crew.
No doubt. I got Juice Crew questions. That's what I want to know.
I've heard many questions. Actually, people say that Master Ace was the first member. When I first saw Big Daddy Kane, he was DJing for Roxanne Shante.
Wow.
Break it down for us real quick.
Basically, Kane used to be Shantae's DJ a little, but also the writer.
Okay.
And Kane was down with us for a while before I realized that he was a rapper. Because he used to write all the Bismarck stuff, all the Shantae stuff. And one day he came to me and said, "Yo, Marley, it's so funny that he's playing this beat in the background, because that's the first beat I tried Kane out rhyming on."
Word.
And he said, "Y'all got some rhymes," and he went up in there and spit some rhymes, and I threw on that beat. And that's history right there. I went to the record company. I said, "Yo, Kane is a rapper. He's a star. He's an artist." And they was like, "Nah, he's a writer." I was like, another managerial beef.
Right. They wasn't seeing your vision, though. You already knew what was going to happen.
Right. There it go.
Yeah. Truly odd. Go ahead, Juice Crew question.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I wanted to know about, like the forming of the Juice Crew, how'd that come about, with, Biz, bringing in Shantae, how'd you meet Shantae?
Well, basically, Shantae, she lived on my block, and Biz